While staying up late working on his new house, Ellie was just seeing what he could mess with and discover, but his eagerness and excitement dissolved into a thick and heavy sense of terror when he moved some drywall and discovered a secret crawl space.
I came across something that was really cool, and I feel like it sets this house apart. The reason why I'm just now founding this crawl space is because of this drywall.
If it were covered by drywall, that can't be a good sign. Perhaps the previous owner were hoping it would never be found again. Naturally, Ellie gets straight in there to explore, and as if it wasn't creepy enough just being in there, as he wiggled further into the tiny space, there was something waiting for him.
Cool thing about it, and I want y'all to check this out. So while I was here, I found this table, and I also found this extra space right here. You have a vent right there. I think I just heard some footsteps.
Thinking he had a squatter on his hands, Ellie headed straight back out of the crawl space to confront whoever or whatever was up there, but he didn't see any homeless people. Instead, he saw a nothingness that left him shivering, although he soon realised that humans were the last of his worries.
This can't be a squatter.
According to all video context, he was completely alone in the house, having just moved in and been up super late shifting things around. So where did the voice come from? It could have been edited in, and the crawl space door could have just been one of those that opens by itself when not on the latch, but it didn't seem to budge at all while he was in there. So could that really be the case? Could Ellie have accidentally uncovered something that should have stayed long buried?
Right there.
Sometimes, security cameras don't just protect you, but they can help in the case of people nearby. Ever since audio capture became better on home security systems, people have been catching all sorts of conversations. But this guy caught something more terrifying than anything.
Escucha y observa lo que esta cámara logra captar. Una alma en pena suplicando por su vida.
The begging is creepy enough, but did you spot that weird shadow figure towards the end? Why is it translucent and seeming to run towards the screaming? Granted, It could just be a person running to help, and their speed distorted them on camera, but it still doesn't explain the begging and pleading. Especially considering we can't see anyone chasing her. Either some terrifying sacrifices are going on in that suburb, or someone is a bit too deep in their roleplay with an imaginary friend. While sifting through some of his son's artwork, this father was delighted at the wholesome art he was seeing. But that mood soon took a sharp and sinister turn when he happened upon one picture his son had drawn that was less happy families and more nightmares come to life.
Gente, esto parece de película. Entre los dibujos de mi hijo, miren lo que encontré como escondido aquí, ¿vale? Miren esto. Miren esto. ¿Qué cojones, tío? Ay, Dios. Que un niño dibuje esto. Este soy yo supuestamente, ¿no? ¿Él? ¿Esto qué es? ¿Un tipo de diablo? ¿Y esta mujer? Y una tumba con mi nombre. Uf, esto ya parece de película, señores. Me acabo de quedar alucinando. Uf, voy a tener que hablar con él a ver qué es esto. Estoy flipando en colores, la verdad. De loco.
Talk about artistic expression. While the picture is downright disturbing, sometimes kids do draw strange things depending on what media they've consumed or the conversations they've had and overheard. But what could this kid have seen to prompt a picture like that? Maybe some kind of premonition. A premonition that might begin to explain the bone-chilling events that started to plague the house after the father discovered the drawing. Did you see that? As he peeks around the corner, reflecting faintly in the bottom of the glass door in front of him, is a formidable face plastered with a grim smile. It was there in the beginning of the video too, right after the knocking. Could that face be the demon the guy's son drew earlier on? Whatever it is, has latched onto him by the sounds of it, meaning it all got a lot worse.
Escucha, escucha. Escucha. Para eso. Escucha. Coño. ¿Lo oye? Yo. Coño. Hostia. Coño. Cojones. Venía de aquí, ¿verdad? Cojones, tío. ¡Mira! ¡Dios! ¡Corre! ¡Sal!
Not only are the demons lurking behind doors, they're slamming cupboards as well. Both terrifying and quite rude, actually. Do you think that the drawing was a catalyst for this? That the entities inside the house showed themselves to the son and were able to get him to manifest them into existence? Or did this guy draw that himself and do a bit of fancy editing? Let us know your thoughts down below. At around 12:30 AM in Lima, Peru, A man finds himself walking home alone after failing to get a ride. With nothing but time and a weird feeling creeping in, he starts streaming live on TikTok to keep himself company. But halfway through the walk, something strange begins trailing him. And by the time he turns around, the night's taken a turn he'd never expect. Here's what his camera caught.
Urgente.
Y hay
Lima,
bastantes
Perú.
historias que en la playa penan mucho. Penan mucho, gente, ¿ok? Justo estamos en la zona donde los policías encontraron esa cosa. Wow, gente, miren todo lo que vamos a bajar, ¿ah? Uy, ¿tú? Uy, mano, ¿viste perro negro? Mano. ¿Saben qué? ¿Qué hace? Ven, te vas a caer. Gracias, Millán, chicos. Oh, mano, escúchame. Mano, este pata está arriba, huevón. Mano, escúchame. Mano, mira cómo traspasa su cuerpo, ¿vieron? Oye, ¿qué fue, weón? Está todo transparente, weón.
During the live stream, a black dog starts following him, all harmless until it vanishes without a trace. Then a man appears behind him, walking the same way, silent, distant, and just like the dog, he disappears too, on a wide open road with nowhere to hide. But the creepiest part, as he reaches a bridge, another figure appears. Watching, he flips his front camera to avoid turning around, and captures the man walking away, translucent, fading, and phasing right over the barrier like a ghost headed for the water. This wasn't a sketchy back alley, it was a live stream, and whatever was trailing him wasn't human.
Mano, mira cómo traspasa su cuerpo, ¿vieron?
From TikToker Horror de Newt, his country house was supposed to be an escape from the city, but that peace was shattered by what he believes is a poltergeist that began tormenting him. After his own family started calling him crazy, he knew he needed proof. He started filming the mysterious knocking at his door, hoping to capture who or what was responsible. Spoiler, he should have left the door locked. This might have felt like someone playing games with him, especially with the footprints he found on the ground. However, it turns out that opening the door at stupid o'clock was a very bad idea, because whatever was out there that night didn't just knock 3 times. It finally found a way in, and from that point on, his peaceful countryside break was over. Now he goes to bed like he's prepping for a ghost stakeout. Flashlight in one hand, phone in the other. Even the faintest creak sends him scrambling. Night after night, he's jolted awake by strange disturbances. And then, this happens. So let's look at the evidence. A brush is moved against the door, classic poltergeist activity. The cat is frozen, staring at an empty corner. Animals always seem to sense what we can't. And a knife on the floor? Well, that one might have been the cat, but the brush? Very unlikely. A skeptic might call it a series of bizarre coincidences. But the combination of events feels too deliberate. It stops looking like a random haunting and starts looking like a message. But what is it trying to say? Is it a warning? Or is it a threat? Showing him exactly what it's capable of. Let us know your theories in the comments.
Late at night, TikToker Devil's Gan does what most of us wouldn't dream of. He heads straight into creepy abandoned places just for the thrill of it, armed with nothing but a camera and a death wish. He shares his spine-chilling discoveries with his followers. This time, he's explored multiple spots that'll make you wonder, is this real or just a supernatural messing with us? Take a look.
السلام علیکم مګرو د شپې 1 بجه ده کنه او رايخې کړم پوه شولې دا ورې ډبو تاسو ګورئ ښه نن ته د برې نه د خیمه چې تاسو یې وینئ ښه دا داسې ټیسو کوم نشته ګورئ ښه ور ډبې ګورئ ښه لا اله الا الله محمد رسول الله ګورئ ملګرو ښه هیڅوک هم نشته یا الله خیر یا الله خیر د ګورئ ټوله شپه دا وردغه شانټه کېږي ټوله شپه زموږ زړه پوه شو د ګورئ څوک شته نه ښه څوک شته نه د وګورئ ښه د وګورئ ښه یا الله خیر وګورئ ورم کولاو کې یا الله خیر تاسو وګورئ ښه ورم راته کولاو کې یا الله خیر یا الله خیر د وګورئ ښه هیڅوک هم نشته د وګورئ ښه یا الله خیر استغفر الله الله اکبر د شپې 1 بجه د ملګرو دا دی ښه بس یار دواګانې کوي
As he approaches the gate, his flashlight flickers because of course it does, and then, bam, the gate swings open like it's auditioning for a horror movie. Our fearless explorer, not so fearless anymore. His voice trembles as he starts to pray, clearly regretting all his life choices. But the house isn't done messing with him yet. A plastic bucket suddenly drags itself across the ground before flipping over like it's got a ghostly grudge. Shaken but determined, he keeps the camera rolling, swearing up and down that he's totally alone out there.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله الله أكبر بسم الله الله أكبر بسم الله الله أكبر بسم الله الله أكبر بسم الله يا الله خير يا الله خير مرغور تاسوين يا الله خير يا الله خير يا الله خير الله أكبر يا الله خير الله أكبر بسم الله الله أكبر يا الله خير يا الله يا الله خير.
He spots a door with an arrow drawn on it. Innocent? Nope. because before he can even think, the door starts swinging back and forth on its own like a cheap horror movie cliche. Naturally, the prayers start rolling. But wait, what's that by the window? Oh, just some movement. Totally normal for a window that's locked shut. The cherry on top, a thunderous crash comes out of nowhere, practically daring him to keep going. Our guy, he tries to play it cool and investigate like the paranormal Sherlock Holmes he is, but when a final bone-rattling bang erupts, it's game over. He nopes out of there faster than you could say should have stayed home.
سلامونه مرګرو نن به د پکې خیمه ها ما دا ویډیو کړی و دا سیمپل ویډیو ما کړی و دی کې صرف دا ور بنده و کولاو پوه شولې دې سره مونږ د یو زمونږ عمر دی کې دی کنه او قسم دې نن مې پکې په خپل سترګو ویلې دا ویډیو چې میو کته کنه تاسو ګورئ ښه په هغې ور کې ګورئ سر راښکاره کي وګورئ ښه دا ویډیو چې مې وکته قسم دې د خپونه مې ځمکه وتښتېده وګورئ ښه دا ما په هغه ټایم نه و لیدلي صحیح ده دا ما چې دا ویډیو وکته که نه الله اکبر داسې حق حیران یې کړم که نه الله دې خیر وکړي زه خو تاسو له ویډیوګانې کوم قسم دی په رښتیا راځه رزقونو نه کي ملګرو ګورئ دغه ګورئ تاسو له دومره محنت دومره کړاو کوم قسم دی کو داسې څوک کوي الله دې خیر وکړي اولني ځل ښه السلام علیکم ملګرو.
As if 2 run-ins with the supernatural weren't enough, this dude apparently enjoys getting kicked by ghosts, because here he is, diving headfirst into another investigation. He enters through a graffiti-tagged green gate that looks more like an entry to a bad decision than anything else. At first, it's just a run-down spot with peeling paint and broken walls. Nothing you haven't seen before. But then, bam. A shadowy figure creeps into the background, staring at him like it knows he's about to regret this whole thing. Instead of running like someone with a shred of self-preservation, he marches right up to where the figure disappeared, a sketchy, weathered door. And what does the door do? It bangs on its own, like it's saying, "Welcome to your nightmare." Now, most people would be halfway home by this point, but not this guy. Nope, he's out there whispering prayers, filming everything, and doubling down on the bad decisions like it's his brand. Finally, he points the camera back at himself, proving to all of us that he's completely solo. Just him, his flashlight, and whatever's out there waiting to mess with him. What do you think? Ghosts, shadowy people, or just another attention-seeking door? Drop your theories in the comments.
The man in the video you're about to see had been brushing off the strange things happening in his home. From a shadow darting past out the corner of his eye, or items mysteriously switching places, to knocks on the wall that always seemed to come from just behind his head. Just so he didn't lose his mind, he decided to rig his entire place with cameras to see what was happening when he wasn't looking, and what he caught confirmed all of his worst fears. He had some paranormal roomies. As he was doing the dishes, he heard a sound from behind him. Turns out the chair behind him had moved on its own. No gust of wind or anything like that. He readjusted the chair, only for it to move right back as he turned away. Not long after, he heard a knock on the wall, like something was demanding attention. And while he was having to deal with this in the kitchen, his bedroom camera caught something else. The lights inside his closet were flickering like they'd developed a mind of their own. Now, here's the thing, this wasn't a one-off event. A few days earlier, something far more subtle happened, and it happened right in front of him. He whipped out his phone just in time to capture what would turn out to be the beginning of the haunting.
Alright, so I was hearing that knocking again, right? Except this time it's coming from that wall right there, which is my downstairs bathroom. And after a while I started hearing tapping on the bathroom door as well. So, what else? Record. See if anything else happens. I mean, I hear the shit every night. It's the f. Okay, that's never happened before. Now I have to go check it out, otherwise you guys are gonna be like, oh, it's probably somebody in there. Let's go see. I'll show you guys right now. Ain't nobody in this motherfucker right here. And it is empty. Yeah, no, that one was weird. That's never actually happened before. That's new, at least.
You see, there's a belief in the paranormal community that the more you interact with a haunted house, the worse it gets. What started with knocking was slowly escalating to lights turning on and off by themselves. But then it went into his bedroom, constantly denying him quality sleep.
I was literally just on the phone talking to my family about this. No fucking way.
First, it was the tapping on the wall. Then ghostly footsteps. But now it's taken a sinister turn. Even his bedroom door has started closing on its own. Just when he thought things had finally calmed down, it got worse. Much worse. Because one day, doors started opening and slamming shut right in front of him.
Alright, I heard it again. Sounded like somebody walking back and forth in the kitchen. That one actually sounded like a door latching or opening. There goes my closet door. They're these fucking doors. And keep it on the door. So you guys nobody's in there? Shit. That's weird. That's what you heard drop.
Did you notice how the knocking stopped as soon as he turned the lights on? And with no one else in the house, how the hell did that object fall from the fridge? Coincidence, maybe. But what happened next blew coincidence out the window, because then Alexa joined the party. And that's when things went from creepy to certified nope.
Do it. My fucking Alexa just started playing by itself. Alexa, shut up. Dude, that was fucking weird. Okay. My Alexa just started fucking playing by itself. You heard it. Right?
As he streamed all night, Alexa started playing a children's song, suggesting that whatever was messing with his lights and running around the house could be the ghost of a child. But the final straw came when his webcam captured something that proved he needed to call the priest. And fast. It looks as though someone or something was playing with his chair and his light. Now sure, he might be putting on a tough guy act, pretending it's all no big deal, but let's be real. No one wants a ghost pacing around their kitchen at stupid o'clock and running up the electricity bill. So what do you think? Is this legit poltergeist activity, or did he discredit himself by being way too chill for someone being haunted?
There goes my closet door.
A woman who lives alone is inside her kitchen when something truly bizarre is caught on camera. The following footage was suggested by Carlos Garcia via email, and according to him, the woman often hears strange noises late at night. Since there's no one else living with her, she decided to rig her entire house with cameras just to figure out if she was imagining things, or if something else had moved in. For a while, everything seemed quiet, until one evening when she stepped into her kitchen for some late night snacks. Something happened that sent her straight to the floor, and when you see it, you'll understand why she moved out the same week. Take a look. How would you fake the pulling of a ponytail on camera without the trickery being obvious? Unless she had tied her ponytail to a cupboard handle using a piece of string. But how would she have done that without anyone noticing something was wrong? Her hair would have been defying the laws of physics at the beginning while she was walking, if that were the case. While it makes no sense, there is a suspicious part of this video just before her hair is violently pulled. The camera drops slightly. It could be completely innocent, or perhaps something else that the hair-pulling poltergeist decided to tamper with. But was it a little too conveniently placed? Perhaps a perfect place to put a jump cut? What do you think? Getting in a lift can be borderline horrifying as it is. Never knowing who's going to climb in with you, how long you'll be stuck in there, what hellscape the door could peel back and reveal. Well, these three guys experienced every single existing fear associated with lifts while they were on holiday in Spain. It all started when they tried to get back down to the ground floor from a skyscraper-like building they were exploring. But it wasn't as simple as they thought it was going to be, because after a few minutes, they realised they were stuck.
No te me
Oh, no, no, look, it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked.
No.
What is...
It's gonna do it again.
Alright, so it's been doing this for a minute. And there's nothing out there.
Are we too heavy? You're too heavy.
Oh, yeah, Sergio. I sensor. Man, you've been hit. You need to hit that gym.
Mr. Dad. 1888 kilograms. What's going on?
Right, you wanna
Yeah.
figure it out?
Yeah.
Alright, no, that did something. That did something.
No. I don't know.
What is going on?
Are we too heavy? Is there someone there? What the?
And the door keeps opening on a living nightmare of a floor.
What is going on?
What the hell is it? Why is it so dark? As if it wasn't bad enough, the lights started going out.
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird. We started a few floors up, and
Yo. Did we stop? Are we?
After a while of being stuck in the boiling hot box, the emergency generator was flicking on and off intermittently, sending the trio into a state of delirium.
so the power is out. The backup, yeah, there you go. The backup generator's been coming on and off. We've been having the time of our lives. And yeah, we're like cooking a life. We're happy. We've made a life in here. When scientists find our bodies 100 years from now, they will see 3 happy men.
3 hot happy men.
The lift had clearly gone down to floor 9, but the doors now refused to open. After another while of anxiety-infused antics, their heads started swimming more and more, which is when they took this video.
Oh. Oh, he's cooking something.
What are you doing?
Yep. Yep.
I gotta pee.
Oh, you gotta pee.
It's making my bladder.
It's making his bladder.
I gotta pee.
You gotta pee.
I feel like a rapper. Shut go. I gotta pee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm holding my bladder.
Yep.
I gotta pee. I don't know what else is going. I gotta pee. It's making me mad. Go on like so. In your I gotta pee. Angry like Bowser.
Guys, this is probably the worst thing anyone's ever done.
Did you see that? In the corner behind the guy in the hat, there's a weird black snake-like figure crawling up the wall. A few people noticed the figure and let the guys know in the comment section. They responded that they never even noticed anything and that they were in the elevator stuck one floor for 2 hours. After a few hours of people commenting, they posted the video where the elevator finally moved from floor 9.
Chimichanga. Like a hot pocket. We're moving.
I know. Thank you.
Where are we going?
Wait. Stop. No. No.
That's the same one as before.
No.
Alright.
Back up to floor 16. At least that mystery is somewhat solved, because they left a comment explaining that the top of the building was under construction and the floor was just full of beams and empty space. But if that were really the case, why was the elevator going there in the first place? Wouldn't it have been blocked off for safety purposes? And if they were in the lift for such a long time, with loads of videos to prove that, how would they have not noticed the weird figure in the video where they started singing? It could be explained by it being an animal of some kind. It moves somewhat similar to a cat, but if they were locked in there, how would anything have gotten in? Either way, the 3 guys were able to get out unharmed, and they won't be travelling in any dodgy lifts for the foreseeable future.
What's going on?
Are we too heavy?
Partying late into the night is always great until you have to get yourself back home. But this guy and his girlfriend had no worries, because he had just got his bike license and his first ever bike. While maybe somewhat intoxicated, the pair hopped on the bike at 3 AM and headed home. In their tipsy state, they thought it would be a fantastic memory to have, so the girlfriend whipped out her phone and started recording their first romantic nighttime ride. But as her boyfriend turned to take a shortcut home, he dropped a gear and disappeared after he saw something horrifying lingering near the bridge. He didn't tell his girlfriend what he saw at first, hoping he could just keep it to himself. But when she reviewed the footage later on, her blood ran cold, and she posted it online to see what people thought it was. Look what she caught. That's enough to have anyone reaching for a spare pair of pants. At first glance, it looks like a person in a weird Halloween mask and a black hoodie, but when you look a little closer, you'll notice something petrifying. The entity doesn't have any shadow, meaning it most likely isn't human in almost every kind of spooky folklore. Watch out next time you go to take a shortcut at night, because those eyes might be watching you through the darkness. You do anything to protect your family in their time of need, and this guy is no different. One night, while relaxing with his wife and child, they heard something blood-curdling at their front door.
Vete. Me están tocando.
Sí. La niña empezó a llorar.
Ya no haga mucho ruido para ver quién es. No prendas. Ya son casi las 3 de la mañana. ¿Dónde están las llaves? Oye. Ahí quédate, espérame. No hay nadie. No hay nadie. No. Uy, otra vez.
What the hell is going on there? We can't really see anything courtesy of the grim-ass window, but on top of dealing with whatever's lurking in or around his house, he's also a paranormal investigator, because apparently one haunted location wasn't enough.
Loco, ¿lo escuchaste o no lo escuchaste?
Sí, te digo, yo escuché, acá estoy.
Una moto. Sí, cierto, una moto. motorista, pa.
Pasó un caballo. Oye, el Arturo vio un caballo, güey.
Mira eso, Arturo, no me espantes.
Sí, güey, yo te digo que yo vi pasar algo así, güey.
Escucho una moto, pa. Venía una moto motorista. Oh.
Mira, 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 mira. No mames.
And while he's caught some seriously creepy stuff, let's just say not every entity he encounters is out for blood. But unfortunately, not all of his close calls were with our feline friends. During one investigation, he found evidence of something petrifying.
Ah, ¿qué es eso, güey? Oye, sí es cosa, ¿eh? Algo, porque... Oye, bro, eso no me quiero... Neta. Santo Dios, sí es cierto, bro.
Trabajos de velación, de retiro,
De su lado.
De su lado.
Siempre
Ya no dicen los nombres.
Ah, no mames. No mames, güey. Cúbrete.
Un sapo. Está vivo.
No lo puedo creer, hermano. Es de la negra, güey, de la buena, güey. Es de la buena, hermano.
Dios mío, trae un sapo.
Sí, hermano, no mames, güey.
Ay, Dios.
Oye, hermano, se va a poner fea la cosa, pa,
Sí, entonces no tiene día.
Te estoy diciendo, tiene como un día. Ven, banda.
Obviously, some sort of black magic. It still didn't teach him to keep his fingers out of other people's graves, and he found more occult horrors. So far, we have seen him put his bare hands into haunted tomb loot, mess with rituals, and willingly step foot inside creepy abandoned buildings. No wonder his house is completely haunted.
Realmente estamos bastante preocupados, más que nada por nuestros hijos y también por nuestra hija de 4 meses. Realmente no tienen explicación todo lo que nos está pasando. No sé si alguien sepa algo y nos puede escribir en los comentarios qué podemos hacer para evitar que pasen todas estas cosas. Realmente las cosas van aumentando en vez de menguar. Vean la puerta, cómo se mueve ese carrito de mi hijo, el cual está sentado con mi esposa y mi hija. Mi esposa ni se percata de ese suceso. Ella se percata cuando va a pasar lo siguiente. Presten mucha atención, amigos. Como siempre, mi hija cada vez que va a pasar este tipo de sucesos, siempre se pone inquieta. Dicen que los niños a esa edad es cuando ven cosas que nosotros los adultos ya no podemos ver. Pon en tus comentarios qué crees que sea y cómo podemos evitar que nos esté pasando esto a nosotros. Te pido mucha discreción para lo que vas a ver, por favor. Vean cómo se empieza a mover el sillón mecedor, amigos. Aquí mi esposa no se había ni percatado. Al parecer, creo que mi hijo, si no mal veo, como que él es el que se percata. Vean. Y ahí va más rápido. Como si alguien se hubiera sentado y se hubiera subido. Obviamente ellos corren, amigos. Ayúdenme, por favor.
Jew later and his partner lived the high life in a nice house with their nice things and their nice dog.
I'm watching TV. I'm looking at you.
But when you pull the curtain back on the wonderful life they all appear to have together, you'll realise that there is a dark entity looming over their happiness. It all started when they moved in and noticed a closet that housed something spooky. Can you guess what it is? That's right, it's a creepy doll. Because when isn't it? All the strange activity happening inside his house began to rain chaos over everyone's sleep, so he took matters into his own hands.
Okay, so I've used this method once before, years ago. And the reason I've only used it once is because it's a giant mess. But the goal is to surround this closet with flowers so we can definitively determine that the footsteps are coming from here.
He did this to try and catch some kind of footprints from the mysterious entity dashing around his house, but it didn't quite go to plan. As it turned out though, he didn't need any flour, because whatever the hell it was started getting up close and personal.
Look at the doorknob.
What are you doing?
Grabbing my camera. Stay here. Hello? Oh my god. Look at that.
Did you spot the handprints? Somehow, using a UV light is making the whole thing 10 times more horrifying. You can tell from the clip, where they are woken up by the rattling door, that the couple are at their wits' end, which is why he decides to try another ghost catching technique.
I desperately need sleep. So tired. Which means that I'm gonna try something that I've never tried before. So I read that salt acts as kind of a spirit barrier. So we're just gonna surround the closet with a big circle of salt. Kind of a sloppy circle, but it'll have to do.
Hoping that would keep the hellspawn well and truly contained, he headed to bed. But nothing is ever that easy, is it? Because at 1:57 AM, this happened.
No, please stay, please stay.
What are you gonna do about it?
I don't know. Go away! I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. Where are you? Hold on, let me turn off my neon light. Oh no. What do you want? No. No!
What the hell is it using to write across the walls? Ghost biros? And it didn't walk through that salt. It just breezed on by and blew it all away. How? What is it? Well, this next clip might have caught a glimpse of his tormentor. After doing everything he could to get rid of the spirit, even clearing out that creepy doll closet, he thought he had struck gold and locked it out. That was until he noticed something he had never seen before. But surely, nothing would be able to worm its way up there and into the house that easily, right?
We have to Ouija.
What was that?
Yeah, it's back in the house.
No.
Yep, now I gotta go clean up the mess.
Does this spirit have the strength of 10 men behind it or something? How is it busting multiple doors open at a time and flinging the whole kitchen around while it is at it? Terrified that it had made its way back inside, he took his UV light and did a sweep of the whole house to see if it had left any other messages. And boy, did it. That wasn't the scariest thing that happened that night though. After finding those horrible scratches, he began hearing noises, but a different spidey sense of his was tingling, which was when he turned around and saw this.
Hello? Oh my god.
What on God's green earth is that? A spirit? A weird animal? A demon? A cryptid? Whatever it is, we wouldn't have stuck around to find out. His partner didn't either, after he made one of those worst decisions he possibly could have made.
I did it. I got a Ouija board. For years, Kristen was telling me not to do it, and earlier today, she found out that I bought one and decided to leave the house. So we're all alone tonight, except of course for our special guest. The setup was pretty straightforward. I've got multiple cameras rolling, got my secret weapon in case things go south.
Yep, he got out a Ouija board, and as we're sure you can imagine, it went terrifyingly.
Let's begin. Is there anything here with me right now? Hi. Yeah. Hi. Okay. What is your name?
The whole Ouija setup is already weird enough, but this guy isn't even touching the planchette. The clips themselves feel overly polished, like someone tried to make a horror movie trailer out of a ghost hunt. Over the top, definitely. But here's where things take a turn. This isn't a horror creator. He goes by the Jewelinator, and if you Google the name, you'll find a YouTube channel with the same profile pic and handle, but not a single ghost in sight. Just jewellery restoration tutorials. That's it. Over 7,000 subscribers, and every video is about polishing metal, not talking to the dead. Even stranger, since the video started making the rounds, all the spooky stuff from his TikTok has vanished. Every last clip, gone. So what's going on? Was this a fake account using his name since he has a faceless channel on YouTube? Did someone hijack his footage? Or is this guy moonlighting a ghost hunting jeweler with a knack for vanishing content? Whatever the case, something doesn't add up. If you've got any theories, drop them in the comments. We want answers too.
What do you want?
No!
Britt loves nothing more than her family and her horses. Life on the ranch is nothing but pure bliss. Oh, aside from the creepy ass cemetery in her front garden. As she spent more time there on her own, she realised that a lot of the animals seemed to be drawn to those gravestones. According to Britt, the same 4 cows would come, form a kind of circle around the cemetery, and just freeze, staying there for hours at a time, just staring into space. It isn't just the random cows either. Her dog Josie is also extremely sus about that cemetery. After she posted those videos of the animals losing it over the crosses, people began questioning her, wondering why the hell she has all those graves in the front garden. Looking through some comment sections, we were able to find this comment she left, confirming that she knew who was buried there, her grandparents and their cats. She gradually started feeling more and more unsettled though, because she started having more strange experiences. She would swear she saw figures inside the house, sensing some kind of presence that didn't feel at all friendly, which is why she was so freaked out when this happened, and she was able to catch it on her security camera. While collecting her takeaway order, something lashed out at her, and it wasn't the delivery driver. That doesn't seem like friendly grandparent ghost behaviour. She walks the driver back to his car. He was clearly a bit freaked out by those frozen cows, and she heads back in, only to realise something had set her burglar alarm off, and then something yanked on her t-shirt sleeve. You can see clearly in the video the grip on the fabric. It folds as if her hand were holding it super tightly. A few commenters seemed a bit suspicious that she just stood and waited in the doorway for a few seconds before she walked any further into the house. She could have been waiting for someone to get their cue so they could pull off this stunt. But how would they even manage that? Her reaction looked genuine as well. So what could be going on here? Do you have any ideas? Let us know any theories down in the comments. Ring doorbell cameras were supposed to make us feel safer, but sometimes they capture the exact reason why we should be terrified. This woman was just minding her own business at home when she heard the motion sensor chime. Someone was at the door. No big deal, right? She got up and started walking while checking the app and watching a man get closer to her door. She figured he was probably just trying to deliver something, but the second she stepped out, she realised just how wrong she was. This is what happened next. Who or what was that? Skeptics will call it some sneaky video editing or bad camera quality, because let's be real, Ring doorbells aren't exactly IMAX level, but something feels off about this. The way the chair moves just before the figure fades in, and the way the cup crashes right as it disappears. If this was edited, they deserve an award for it. And speaking of camera quality, if this was just a pixelated mess, how the hell did that guy go from the front door to the back garden in a blink? She even sits in the same chair to check things out. But the mystery man? Gone. A spirit hell-bent on messing with the living. Or are we just being played? There's no real way to tell, so we just leave it up to you to decide. The video you're about to see comes from TikTok realtor @Anchanin Japan, who usually posts casual home tours of newly available properties. What was meant to be just another walkthrough video of the facilities took a dark turn with the eagle-eyed followers noticing something unusual in the background as he filmed. The clip has since gone viral, but for all the wrong and creepiest reasons.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of 12 man. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores. And just a 5-minute bike ride, you are at the train station. So you're easily able to get to the center of the city. Lovely little kitchen area, and lots of kitchen storage with this built-in cabinet. Next we have this interesting little room here, which could easily be an office or gaming room. And it wouldn't be a Japanese home without very steep stairs. Also, don't forget to check out my apartment tour playlist. And upstairs we have one more tatami room. If you've never been around tatami mats, they put off a very nice smell. And here we have a room with a hardwood floor. There's not much of a view, but you do have wonderful natural lighting. I lived in Seattle for many years and I am traumatized and I need all the natural light I can get. Also, if you're someone with a car or planning to get a car, this house comes with a parking spot. Classic toilet. Also, mind you, the toilet has a sink on the back. I think many people don't realize that. And last, a classic Japanese bathroom. So what do you think of this house? Would you live here?
Did you see it? Shortly after what looked like a shadowy figure ran past the Shoge, a silhouette appeared, just briefly, behind the wall. However, our guide doesn't seem to notice. In fact, he records the area right after, and not a single soul can be seen. Now, here's where it gets even spookier. Tatami rooms, especially in Japan, have seen more than just quiet tea breaks. Don't let the peaceful ambience deceive you. You see, these rooms and their woven mats have hosted centuries of rituals, prayers, and the kind of spiritual activity that will make you rethink your floor plan. Shinto, Buddhist, you name it. If it creeps, it's probably crept across one of these. So what exactly did the camera catch that day? Was it the lingering spirit of a former resident? Or something far older? Something invoked long ago that still haunts the space? Your guess is as good as ours.
Classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of...
While getting ready to enjoy their stay at a scenic camping spot in Makaya River State Park in Florida, Alicia and her husband were looking forward to a relaxing holiday. Except, almost upon arrival, the pair were scared stiff after swearing something else was staying in their cabin. Check out the footage they caught that had them considering packing up again.
This place is so cool, isn't it? Yeah. What the somebody in there with you?
No.
The fuck?
What the hell was that behind her? The figure looked somewhat humanoid, but with weirdly short, stumpy arms and a hunched posture. Were they cabin sharing with some kind of SCP? Mackay River State Park is quite well known for its ghost stories and legends though. Many have experienced strange things while staying or walking through there, but the park is also known to be home of Florida's answer to Bigfoot, the skunk ape. Depicted as looking somewhat like a standard Sasquatch, supposed sighting videos showed a hunched over entity that stomps around scaring those who get too close. Could that be the cryptid wandering around the back of the happy couple's cabin? Did someone break in? Or is it the old park just showcasing its lost souls? TikTok username Who0 claims he's been experiencing intense paranormal activity since moving into his new home. To prove it, he's been documenting his nightly encounters, and let's just say, it's freaky as hell. Take a look.
Hej, ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas coś, właśnie takie dziwne hałasy. Ja pierdolę, co to? Jak?
According to him, he was just trying to catch some sleep after a long day at work when he started hearing strange noises in the hallway. Curious, he decided to check it out. But imagine his shock when he found a bottle knocked over, lights flickering, and the tap running, all while living completely alone. At this point, he probably thought, this can't be happening. Little did he know, the paranormal activity was just warming up.
Ej, tak chyba od pół godziny cały czas mi coś nawala w drzwi.
He wakes up to the sound of someone or something banging on his door. Once again, he went to check it out and no one there. But this time, whatever was at the door seemed to have invited itself in. His bedroom chair moved on its own, and things just got creepier from there.
What? What the fuck? Nie, ja pierdolę. Co jest, kurwa? Wow!
Not only was the unseen entity denying him quality sleep and making his life a living nightmare, but it seemed hellbent on wrecking him by racking up the water bills. But our dude came up with a plan to help him sleep better at night, as he wasn't planning on moving out anytime soon. And boy, did it horribly backfire.
Dzisiaj tak spędzam noc.
Hej! Ja pierdolę! Kurwa znowu! Oh fuck! What the fuck? What the fuck? Whoa!
He decided to lock his bedroom door and ignore the entity, but on the third day of following through with his plans, he loses his head and tries to face his fears, quite literally.
Kurwa znowu!
Turns out, he wasn't the only one pissed off, as the ghost apparently didn't like being ignored and trashed his place right in front of his eyes. And then, it gets even more chaotic.
Ja pierdolę. Co tu się kurwa dzieje? What the fuck? Ja pierdolę. Kurwa. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ja pierdolę. Kurwa! What the fuck? Nie. Ej, ja pierdolę, naprawdę już mam dość. Cały czas słyszę, jakby mi coś kurwa chodziło po przedpokoju. Już naprawdę mam dość, nie mogę spać. Jak widzicie, specjalnie poprzesuwałem wszystkie rzeczy, bo kurwa mam już dość patrzenia na te pierdolone drzwi. Ja pierdolę. Nie. O kurwa, co jest? O! Nie. O!
Clearly, this isn't your average paranormal roommate. So how can anyone realistically be a chill guy living in such a house when they're not auditioning for the next Conjuring movie?
O kurwa, co jest? O!
So we went full detective mode and analysed the clips frame by frame. No jump cuts, no visible strings, no obvious human presence. It's either dude is a genius at video editing, or he genuinely has a malevolent poltergeist on his hands. However, it's one thing to have convincing videos, it's another to have a story to match. Cracks started to appear in his story when folks in the comments section started to question why he had two different shoe racks and never tried to investigate the other rooms in the house. In response to the mounting skepticism, he posted a video to clear the air. He claims that he didn't check those rooms because they were locked and that extra stuff in the hallway belonged to the landlord, who promised to move them once new tenants came in. But here's the thing, in one of his earlier videos, one of the supposedly locked doors was seen opening and slamming shut. He didn't acknowledge it, instead he panned the camera away. And as for the shoes, the arrangement seems to magically change between videos. Take a closer look.
Ja pierdolę. Co tu się kurwa dzieje? What the fuck? Ja pierdolę. Kurwa. Tak, już tak jak wspomniałem wcześniej i w sumie wiele osób pytało, to skąd są tutaj buty w tym domu. No to są akurat moje, ale te buty, jak i inne rzeczy już tutaj były, jak się wprowadzałem i właściciel kazał ich nie ruszyć.
So, was the door opening a supernatural event? Or is he just giving us the runaround? And how do we explain his oddly relaxed attitude throughout these supposedly terrifying experiences?
Hey!
Well, we'll leave that up to you. Are these genuine encounters with the paranormal, or is he just a master at pulling our leg? Share your thoughts in the comment section below.
What?
While just trying to record the current state of a nearby construction area to show her family, this woman ended up recording something absolutely mind-boggling. It was so weird that nothing she has been able to come up with could explain it. Take a look. It's clearly the shape of a human stumbling to their feet whilst underneath a cloth, but as they rise up, the cloth falls to reveal that there was nothing there at all. Now, in this day and age, we do need to be very cautious of things like AI generated content, and the way that sheet of material is moving comes across extremely unnatural, almost animated. Do you think this could be a spirit realizing it's showing itself and quickly vanishing? Or is there something more technical about all of this? What do you do when you're jolted awake in the dead of night by the loud bang of something falling in your room? Do you turn on the lights, call the cops, or pull out your phone to record whatever it was? Well, the dude in this video you're about to watch was losing his mind over a constant nightly disturbance he couldn't quite prove to his friends. So, when he heard a large thud in his room again, he pulled out his phone to record. What he caught on camera may just haunt your dreams too.
Oh shit.
For context, TikTok creator @KillerPigeon had been dealing with some strange, unexplainable things ever since he moved into his new apartment. However, he had not been able to catch it on camera until he and his friends installed motion trigger cameras all over his apartment.
Things have been getting increasingly worse, and recently it's been really active at night while I sleep. I've been waking up with a lot of bruises and scratches, usually around my neck, some around my stomach, and because of it, my friends and I placed these little cameras around my apartment. So hopefully we catch something soon, and as soon as we do, I'll update you guys on it.
From seeing the book that mysteriously dropped to the ground get yanked into a closet at stupid o'clock, to finding scratches all over his body and being dragged out of his bed, this dude was deadass living a nightmare, and it was only about to get worse.
It's like I'm not shocked that this is happening still, but every time it happens, it's kind of really terrifying. I just don't have any way to explain it. I mean, it just opened up this cabinet and pulled out this shelf. I got it all in video this time. I kind of just started recording. Found out you could just record on the photo booth app. So I was just recording. I kept trying to get it to do something to show itself, I guess. And poke the bear, I guess. You know, things happen, and they did. I'll show you the video right now. I'm just gonna chill out. Last video, you guys said you saw the face. This side, there's just food on this side, so there's nothing. It was this one that I opened. You can watch the video back. It's the one next to the fridge over there. So I want to clarify because it's one of the main comments I got in the last video. But yeah, it was. What the actual? There go my cookies. Let's just watch the video at this point.
While explaining one of his recent videos to his TikTok followers, he suddenly hears his cookie pack fall from the cabinet, sending literal chills down his spine. It didn't just fall, it wiggled its way down like something was guiding it deliberately. What the hell could have made the box move like that? There's absolutely no way that was done by a string attached to a box. But instead of taking the L and leaving it at that, our guy made the classic horror movie mistake. He taunted it.
Probably a couple minutes passed by after that. Me being a dorky dork, I was getting kind of frustrated, and I ultimately asked it to show itself. If there's anybody there, can you just show yourself? There we go. There we go. There we go. And then after that, I kept trying to get its attention here, but it just wasn't doing anything else. I was just kind of chilling there.
This act of sheer stupidity only made things worse around the house, because what used to be a subtle disturbance here and there soon became more in your face. Take a look.
Oh shit. The fuck? Holy shit, did I just get that on camera?
Now that the entity was no longer afraid to make an appearance, even on camera, you know it's only a matter of time for one of them to leave the room for good. And from what happens next, the ghost makes it clear that it plans on staying.
Okay, so it's 3 o'clock in the morning again right now. The water in my tub is turning on and off and on and off. It's been going on for a few minutes, so I'm gonna go see what's going on. Oh, shit. What the fuck?
Oh shit. Oh, my shot glasses. Oh fuck this, fuck this, fuck this.
So, who do you think he should be calling first? The priest or the real estate agent? Let us know in the comments below. And maybe avoid snacking after midnight, especially if your cookies start moving on their own. Imagine coming home from a chill family night out, expecting nothing but a quiet evening, only to find something bizarre waiting right in front of your garage door. And no, it wasn't a raccoon in sneakers or a talking chipmunk, though that would be next level wild.
Alan! Out!
TikTok user Sad Rock for Dad had one of those "what on earth is going on" moments when they pulled up and saw something so weird they had to record it. Because let's be real, no one would have believed them otherwise. Watch this madness unfold. If that had been the end of it, they probably would have laughed it off and moved on. But nope, this was just the beginning. What happened next? Let's just say they probably should have called a priest earlier.
So I'm re-uploading this video because TikTok took off the audio and put a warning on the video that says sensitive content. It's really dumb, honestly, since nothing bad happens at all in the video. So yeah, you guys, I'm just posting it again, but with no audio now. But yeah, thanks you guys.
Their son woke up scared and crying after crashing on the couch. He swore he saw someone standing in the hallway before the mystery figure vanished into thin air. And judging by his reaction, whatever he saw wasn't friendly. Notice how he looks towards the hallway and instantly bolts out the room. Was someone or something standing there, watching him with sinister intent? So what do you think? Real poltergeist activity, or just parents making the most of a bad dream? Drop your theories in the comments.
You can see someone or something rattling the doorknob before it slides open.
Seconds later, glass shatters and bottles go flying like something snapped from the inside. But here's the kicker, the man barely reacts. Something massive and pitch black glides past the security camera, hovering just above the road.